Bonjour, salut mes amis. Bienvenue à la classe de français. Welcome to French class. You should already know what that means. All right, we're in day 16, which means we're starting a new chapter. We have some new vocabulary. This chapter has to do with weekend vocabulary, going to the movies, going to a concert, going to a play, staying home, cleaning your house, things you do on the weekends. So it says here, objectif du jour, on va apprendre le vocabulaire pour décrire les activités du week-end. We're going to learn the vocabulary to describe the activities of a weekend. Now, you could figure that out even if you didn't know all the words. You know vocabulaire, that means vocabulary. Activité, activities. Weekend, weekend. So you can pretty much figure out exactly what this is about. So what I'd like you to do, copy down the vocabulary, then press play. Well, copy down the vocabulary and say it after me. We'll review it. Then press pause and write down what it means and write it in your notebook and then move on to the next one. So, say it after me. Sortir. Sortir. Sortir means to go out. Sortir avec des copains means to go out with some friends. So let's look at the sample sentence. Le week-end, je sors avec des copains. On the weekend, I go out with some friends. Mon frère, il sort avec des copains aussi. My brother, he goes out with his friends too. Please write down those sample sentences because they show you how sortir is conjugated. So press pause if you need to and do some copying. Okay, next one. Rencontrer des copains. So again, we have some friends. Rencontrer means to meet up with. Rencontrer rencontrer can also just mean to meet, to run into. Rencontrer. Je rencontre des copains. I'm running into some friends. Or, gosh, I'm going to the store and I run into some friends. Et mon frère, il rencontre des copains aussi. Right? He runs into some friends too. So this is when you're not really intending to meet up with them. Rencontrer. Pause if you need to copy this down and the sample sentences and then press play again. Retrouver des amis also means to meet friends, but it means to meet up with friends that you're planning to see. Retrouver des amis. Say it after me. Retrouver des amis. Je retrouve des amis. I'm going to go meet up with some friends, right? What are you doing this afternoon? I'm meeting up with some friends. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Je retrouve des amis. Et mon frère, il retrouve des amis aussi. Il retrouve des amis aussi. Aller en ville. We already know both of these. Aller is to go, right? And en ville, into town. Le week-end, je vais en ville. In weekend, I go into town. Now, we don't have towns exactly like this in the United States. In France, every town has a center. And you can say en ville to mean to the center of town or downtown. Et mon frère, il va en ville aussi. Please copy down the sample sentences because they show you how to conjugate the verb. Je vais en ville. Et mon frère, il va en ville aussi. Faire les achats. Now, I've written out the entire conjugation here. Faire les achats means to do the shopping, except for grocery shopping. So to go shopping for anything except groceries would be faire les achats. So let's say you go to the mall. Je vais au centre commercial et je fais les achats. Tu vas au centre commercial et tu fais les achats. So you should be familiar with this verb already. We just did it a couple weeks ago. Say them after me. Je fais les achats. Tu fais les achats. Il fait les achats. Elle fait les achats. Nous faisons les achats. Vous faites les achats. Ils font les achats. Elles font les achats. You do not have to write down all of the conjugations. I just wanted to be sure that we remembered the conjugation of faire. Let's move on. Aller au ciné. Ciné is short for cinéma. We already know aller. Aller au ciné means to go to the movies. Je vais au ciné avec mes amis samedi soir. Rearrange it. Samedi soir, je vais au ciné avec mes amis. Et mon frère? Il va au ciné avec les amis aussi. Peut-être, maybe, il va au ciné avec la famille. Goes to the movies with his family. Let's keep going. Press pause if you need to. Aller au stade. Again, you should be able to figure this one out. Aller is to go, au stade to the stadium. Je vais au stade et je regarde un match de foot. Je vais au stade et je regarde un match de foot. Et mon frère, il va au stade aussi. Il va au stade aussi. Pause if you need to. Assister à. It does not mean what we think it means in English, right? Assister à means to attend, as in to attend a concert, to attend a game, to attend a meeting. So let's look at our sample sentences. J'assiste à un match de foot. I'm attending a soccer match. J'assiste à un match de foot, and the à needs to be there. Et mon frère, il assiste à un match de foot aussi. Or you could say he sees something else. Il assiste à un match de tennis. Press pause if you need to. Un concert de rock should be pretty obvious, right? Un concert de rock, a rock concert. J'assiste à un concert de rock. Et mon frère, il assiste à un concert de rock aussi. I could say j'assiste à un concert de rock. J'écoute, right? I'm listening to. J'écoute la musique. I'm listening to music. Et mon frère, il assiste à un concert de rock aussi. Press pause if you need to. Copy all that down. Aller à la piscine, you know this one too, right? Je vais à la piscine, I go to the pool. Et mon frère, il va à la piscine aussi. Nager, we know nager. You don't even have to write this down if you know it, right? Je nage à la piscine et mon frère, il nage à la piscine aussi. Aller à la plage. So all of these are ones you already know. Aller à la plage, je vais à la plage et mon frère, il va à la plage aussi. Pourquoi est-ce que tu vas à la plage? Je vais à la plage parce qu'il fait chaud et il fait du soleil. Pourquoi est-ce que ton frère va à la plage? Il va à la plage parce qu'il fait beau. Bronzer. Here's a new word. Bronzer means to tan. Je bronze. Je bronze parce que je suis à la piscine. À la piscine, je bronze. Et mon frère, il bronze aussi. It's a regular ER verb, so it's conjugated exactly the same way. Please write down the sample sentences also. Press pause if you need to. Rester à la maison. Rester means to stay. Say it after me. Rester. Rester. Je reste à la maison. Mon frère reste à la maison aussi. Je ne sors pas avec des amis. Do you remember that first phrase we learned? Je ne sors pas avec des amis. Je reste à la maison avec mon frère. Mon frère reste à la maison avec moi. Nous ne sortons pas avec des amis. Nous restons à la maison. Aider ses parents looks like exactly what it means, to help your parents. Je reste à la maison et mon frère reste à la maison et nous aidons nos parents. We help our parents. J'aide mes parents à la maison. I help my parents at home. Copy that one down. Laver la voiture, to wash the car. Le week-end, je lave la voiture. Le week-end, je lave la voiture. Je lave la voiture avec mon frère. Mon frère lave la voiture aussi. Nous lavons la voiture. Nous lavons la voiture. Est-ce que vous lavez la voiture? Oui, nous lavons la voiture. Moi et mon frère. Nettoyer le garage. And remember, you can press pause to write these down. Nettoyer is to clean. You can use nettoyer with la cuisine, with many other things. In this case, it's just the garage because I put that phrase together. Nettoyer le garage. Please write the sample sentences because look how nettoyer changes when we say je. Je nettoie le garage. Je nettoie le garage. Mon frère nettoie le garage aussi. Mon frère nettoie le garage aussi. Ranger sa chambre. Je range ma chambre. I straighten up my room. Ranger means to straighten up, to set things in the right places. Ranger sa chambre. Je range ma chambre. Normalement, je range ma chambre le week-end. Je range ma chambre le week-end. Mon frère range sa chambre. So my room, his room. Je range ma chambre. Mon frère range sa chambre. Ranger ses affaires. Ranger, again, to put away, to straighten up. Je range mes affaires. I put my things away. Affaires means stuff, things, belongings. Je range mes affaires. Après le dîner, je range mes affaires. After dinner, I put away my stuff. Mon frère range ses affaires. Mon frère range ses affaires aussi. Il range ses affaires aussi. Okay, now we're going to take all this vocabulary. And in your notebook, I want you to write about what you do on Saturday and Sunday, using as much of our new vocabulary as you can. In fact, use all of it. You're going to write this in your notebook and underline each vocabulary item. Be sure to have your notes in front of you to help you out, so you might have to flip back and forth between your notes and what you're writing. Use lots of extra words and phrases too. Big max sentences, right? Right. And then we will move on to our independent work. Have a fantastic afternoon. You can always go back and go over the definitions of the words again if you need to. So this is where I say au revoir, à bientôt, et à demain.